So I need to learn how to work YouTube, honestly. I got Zoom and I'm paying for it, which is why I'm here because I need to make a video. And figure, man, now I can hear myself. Okay. I need to figure out how everybody does that intro where it's like 10 minutes of like not me talking yet. Like it's like it's not a pre-show. Some people play music, which is cool, but like I need to figure out how to do that. But anyway, since we're here, we're just gonna go. I have plans to discuss some things today. So we're gonna talk about them while I get ready because I'm dressed and everything. I just figure I've been in the house all day because I don't have to work today, which is awesome. And I decided I wasn't going anywhere. And so that was awesome. And so I decided to just stay in the bed pretty much all morning and do my Christmas shopping, which was fun. And I'm excited about that. And I figure I need to figure out how this uh, Zoom works. So we're going to try some stuff today that I haven't tried before. First things first, I'm going to play my intro. So first I have to figure out how to get that on the screen. So bear with me. I appreciate you watching. And I'll see if I can get this stuff to work and then we'll start getting ready. But first, let's find out how to put that intro on the screen. I know. Okay, let's see. That's not how to do it. Use a YouTube video to learn how to make your videos. That's a very good idea. And I should. I really should. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to because I don't know how to do this. I want to play my intro. I know how to share the screen, but I don't just want to share the screen. Anyway, let me there's something I can do, so I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see. Um, we're gonna talk about oil today because there's still there's still some people sending me messages saying some stuff. They don't understand. It doesn't make sense to them. They've been doing it their whole lives. I get it. So we're gonna talk about it. All right, I know where the intro is because I just had it up. So we're gonna pull it up and then I may have to y'all may have to see some scattered craziness first, I guess, because okay, there we are. That's there it is. I don't need that there though. All right. It just starts playing as soon as I open it. There it is. And I have to share it with y'all before I can even open it. So can you hear that? I wonder. Can y'all hear that? I don't want y'all to hear it, but it probably you can probably hear it. Okay, so we're gonna go to Zoom and go to share screen because that's the only thing that seems like it's gonna work. Oh, okay. When I say that, then it shows me the different screens that I have. That is so awesome. That's the one. And share sound also, yes. So yeah, I probably couldn't hear that because now it's saying share sound. So cool. So I didn't want you to hear that yet. It's my new intro. I played it in the last video, which actually got a lot of views, which was awesome. Thank y'all. All right, there we go. We're gonna make it big. I don't need to be there though, right? How do we get me out of there? Get out of there, Timothy. All right. All right, but now I don't know where the play button is. Okay. Isn't that so cute? Kevin made it for me. And I was just like, somebody had made a comment that my intro was too long before. And it was just like, when I was making the intro, I was like, I can't pick which pictures are the best. I like all of it. So let's just put as many pictures as I can possibly put. And so I put a whole bunch of pictures. And apparently it was too long. Somebody said you need to cut it. They was like, you need to cut that. So it's like, make me a new intro. And he's like, pick some pictures. And I'm like, I don't know. And I want all of them. So he just took those and he said he wanted like short videos of me finishing my work, which was good. So I just love it so much. I think it's so cute. So I hope y'all like it. And so now I'm gonna start getting ready. I don't have a lot to do. I don't want y'all to judge me though. I don't feel like it's right to judge people on how they get ready. This is my first time doing this. It's a little bit embarrassing showing people my secrets and stuff. So don't judge me. Okay. That's number one. Before we get into the oil and everything, don't judge what you see as I'm getting ready. I'm going to explain what I'm doing. It's not going to be much because I don't be doing that much, but don't judge me because you know what? I won't do it again. I won't be back. So anyway, um, first thing I do is I wash my face, obviously in the shower. Um, and I got this. I buy this. I first learned about this from uh, working at Sport Clips with the lighter people. Just they just do haircuts all day. I just did haircuts. I love doing haircuts. A little known fact, I love cutting hair. I don't get to do it as much when I'm working with our hair as I did when I was at Great Clips, Sport Clips back in the day. But this stuff is it's tea tree. It's like the shampoo that I use for locks, but it's a hair and body moisturizer. I like it because I cannot use like greases and oils and lotions and stuff. It just sits on my skin and I can feel it and I can feel like my sweat coming up underneath it. It feels so like thick and uncomfortable. And I just feel like I need to wash. Like if I put lotion on my hands or my arms, I feel like I need to wash them. If I put it on my face, I feel like I need to wash it. So the only thing that I can use, and I'm a little bit, the weather's got me shedding crazy. It's cold now in Georgia finally. But my skin's a little bit flaky. And I don't call it dry because dry is normal. It's supposed to be dry. And I don't consider it really dryness. It's like excess shedding. So like I have to like rub it off if I don't get it all off in the shower. Like if I see some little dry spots, dry, not really dry. But and then it just looks dull. So then I'm telling you, don't judge me. A little bit. Just a little bit. Tiny little bit. See, that's too much. Can you see it? It's already too much. I need to wipe the rest of it off on something. My my little cheeks. Anyway, um, to talk about oil, I'm gonna try some more stuff that I haven't done before, which is like playing different. I'm gonna show a comment that I got in my YouTube section from a lady who said she's been a cosmetologist for 30 years and she cannot stop using oil. Definitely want to see what she had to say and what I had to say to her. And I have another video from back in the day when I used to be scared to show my face or my voice on YouTube. So it's like one of my first few YouTube videos where it was just like music. I don't even know if there was music. Honestly, it was probably quiet. And I just put words across the screen. It literally hardly got any views because nobody's watching that. And I should have known better, but I wasn't trying to be on YouTube like that. I wasn't trying to show my face. I wasn't trying to have my voice on here. It was just a thing. So I'm gonna play that also, and we'll read it because that's all we can do is read it and go over the information. Um, I moisturize my face and it feels clean, light. I don't feel like I need to wash it again. Um, I guess the only other oh no, I almost forgot. Please don't let me forget to do these lashes. But my shoot, my wax is still too hot. This wax says you're only supposed to warm it up for like 30 seconds, but when I warm it up for 30 seconds, it doesn't melt. And then I'll do another 30 seconds. And it says to keep doing it for 30 seconds and then stir it in 30 seconds and stir it, but who's doing that? So I microwaved it for 2 minutes and now it's way too hot. But I don't want to do my eyebrows. I don't want to do my eyelashes before I do my eyebrows, just in case any wax drips. I don't want it to drip on my lashes. That's gonna suck. So we're just gonna let that cool off for a minute, and I'm gonna see if I can pull up these comments. Okay, let me see. I'm sure I can. So we're gonna go straight back to the share screen button because it lets me pull up which screen I want to share, and I already got them all up, which is awesome. Sorry. try to be prepared. So let's see, where is that picture? Because I just screenshotted the comments. Well, apparently I don't have those in the back anywhere. Let me see. Well, let me make sure I get that up there. So I don't have this up. The comment from the lady. But yeah, I was cracking up because like people be like, well, let's agree to disagree. I wasn't even having a conversation. I was just telling you. I was just telling you, and you can do with that information what you will. So we don't even have to agree to disagree. You could disagree and not even say anything about it. I'm okay. I will be fine. But you would be much happier. I promise you would. If if you knew what I'm about to tell you. If you instead of agreeing to disagree, you considered all the facts. So we're gonna get them out there. Let's see. All right, we're gonna try that share screen again, Dilly, now that I have it up. Share screen. Where is the screen? Oh, there it is. And then I'm gonna have to make this bigger so y'all can see it. Can I? Is it zoom? Okay. But now that's the bottom of the picture. How do I see the part I want? Okay. So y'all should be able to see this. I am over here talking. Okay, so this was a short video that was just me showing a style. So it was funny because I wasn't even talking about oil, but it was at the salon. And in the background, the wall of the salon says, the stuff that it says no oil, water and oil don't mix, all the stuff. Really, that wall tells you everything you need to know. Like if you just follow the stuff on that wall, your locks will be fine. So she saw the sign that said no oil. In her defense, I put no oil as the biggest text I could. That sign that was literally just said no oil was like $30 just for that because of the size that I got it. And so she says, so you are totally against oil? I see signs all over the place against oil. It's on my wall. I said, it's my arch nemesis. We don't need it. Factual. And then she said, oh, wow. So then she said, what do you use as far as moisture and conditioning after your shampoo's in? Which people ask all the time. That's like the most common question. What do you use? And I think it's kind of funny because the answer is actually not something. The answer is nothing to what do you use. I don't use conditioner at all anyway. Um, and uh you don't need to use anything. You can, but you don't need to use anything. And so when people ask me what do I use, what I advise my clients to use is nothing. Wash it. We shampoo with a deep cleansing shampoo, which I use Tea Tree by Paul Mitchell. I love it. It tingles, it's cooling, and it definitely makes you feel clean. You can feel that the hair is squeaky clean after you wash with it. Then I use a moisturizing shampoo, which is the only thing that I would use for moisture because the only other thing you can use to get moisture is water. But I don't tell people to use water because water is not you don't need that either. You don't need anything. And so she said, what do you use? And then, which I thought was so awesome, she said, I absolutely love your page and lock styles. They are gorgeous. But as a 32 plus year cosmetologist, okay, we see you, salon owner, retired, girl, let me find out. I want to retire. And cosmetology and natural hair instructor's license. So she got the same stuff I got because I have a cosmetology license and an instructor's license. Well, first of all, I don't want to get on her like that, but natural hair instructor's license is not a thing. There is a cosmetology instructor's license, but natural hair instructor is not an actual thing that's like accredited or anything. I mean, you can call yourself that if that's what you do all the time. I mean, but that's not a thing. Cosmetology license is though. But she says, I respectfully agree to disagree. Your style, technique, methods, and creativity is phenomenal. Y'all, thank you, lady, because I sure appreciate it. I take pride in my work. And I do good work. And even, you know, with as much experience as you have, when we're in school and we're training, they don't necessarily teach us things that are good for our hair. They teach us how to make money in this industry. That's what they teach us. And being that oils and heavy products and all that stuff is a way to make money in this industry, that's what is pushed in schools as well. And so even even when I was in school, I saw, like, when I was teaching, when I was in school learning to teach, I saw in the books where oil was used for different things. And it was just like, I've been able to get by, and not just with locks, but all kinds of different things without using it. And the clients that come to me that follow that, they love it too. And so, but you have to know the science about it in order to understand it. And so I think I went on to explain some stuff to her. Let's see. It's on the next one. All right. So zoom in a little bit again. Oh, that's a lot. All right, so go back to the top. Okay. So I explained to her what I just said. I use moisturizing shampoo. I make my retwist product, but it's very light and only goes on the new growth. The scalp makes its own oil, y'all. The scalp makes its own oil. And when it's there, it is itchy. Okay. I need you to remember that. The scalp makes its own oil. And when your scalp makes its oil and it's on your scalp, it itches your scalp. Okay. So when oil is present, it's itchy. Your oil, the oil you make now is true. Outside oils make your scalp itchy too. So if you wash your hair, get rid of all your own oil, and then put oil on your head, you're making it itchy faster. That's number one. Okay, so when oil is present, it's itchy. It needs to be washed off. So adding something makes it need to be washed sooner. I don't put anything on locks because it gets locked into the locks and it's almost impossible to get out. That goes for conditioner. Well, conditioner is easy to get out, but you can't rinse it out. You have to squeeze it out. Same thing with oil, except oil is not easy to get out. Oil you have to squeeze out as well, but then you have to wipe it off with a towel to get it fully out. Conditioner just oozes down when you twist it. The conditioner, you can just see it coming out. Same thing with oil, except oil doesn't drip down. Oil just sits there on the outside and it's like thick white. It's like this thick white gunk that comes out when you twist. And then it just sits there. And if you dry it, instead of, like, I'll take a towel and wipe it off. I got some videos that show that, but I'll take a towel and wipe it off. But if you leave it there, then when you dry it, it just gets sucked back up inside of them. And so then they're just still like super greasy. And so we're going to talk about why it's nasty, why it's gross gusting, my favorite word. Okay, but I don't put anything in because it gets stuck and it's hard to get it out. And what's the point? What's the point of putting stuff in there that you have to get out? What's the point of constantly doing detoxes? If you weren't putting oil in it or heavy, thick products in it, you would have nothing to detox out. You wouldn't need a detox. My clients don't need all that. Right. So, and then I thanked her for the compliment, of course. And then I assure you, I wouldn't have the results I have if it wasn't for restricting oil use to the clients in my chair. I've had my cosmetology license 20 years and my instructor's license 10 years. And it's really sad how they've ruined Black hair for decades. Ruined, okay? Oil has been one of the main causes for why it seems like our hair doesn't get long. And since we've been programmed to believe it seals moisture into our hair, we keep using it when there is no proof that it is helping at all. None. Somebody show me proof that oil is helping. Um, Quite the opposite. Truth is, moisture comes from water, and oil blocks it from receiving true moisture because water and oil don't mix. When oil is present, water beads up and rolls right off instead of being absorbed. And if you don't believe me, okay, go home, put some oil on your arm, and then spray some water on your arm, and you're gonna watch the water beat up and roll off. If moisture comes from water, which I think we can all agree, I mean, we don't think about it actually doing um when we're actually using our products, but when you put oil somewhere, then water can't go there. And moisture comes from water. If you look up moisture in the dictionary, it's to make something wet. When you look up what wet means when water is present. Water can't be present if oil is. They don't go together. They don't mix. And so let me see. Let's get back to me. So y'all see, let's see, that's all of that. Yeah. I said some more stuff, but we're not gonna. I just had to give her the short answer. That's kind of long, but that's the short answer is oil and water don't mix. If you need moisture, your only place you can get it from is water. Do locks need to be wet all the time? No. For what? Wet for why? Now, if it's stiff and it's sticking out and stuff, 9 times out of 10, it's time to wash it. But if you're not trying to wash it, then you can wet it. But the thing about that is when you wet hair that needs to be washed, so it's dirty, you put water on top of dirt. So we're saying no oil is there, but the hair is dirty, so it's stiff. If there's no oil there, you can put water on it, but there's now water and dirt. What does water and dirt make? Water and dirt makes mud. So when people tell me stuff like water makes my hair dry, well, if you put water on dirty hair, it didn't make your hair dry. It got wet and then it went back to stiff because it's dirty. It's got dirt on it. So when you mix the water with the dirt, now you got mud. And so yeah, the hair's gonna go back to stiff. Why wouldn't it? Wash it. It's time to wash it. Sometimes it's just time to wash it. Sometimes it's just time to wash it. And that's all this really is about. Sometimes it's just time to wash it. When your scalp is itchy, it's time to wash it. Putting oil on that is nasty. And I hate to be the one to break it to you. But putting oil on top of scalp that's already made oil, because it's making its own oil, then 500 million skin cells a day. Your body, every human, 500 million skin cells a day shedding off of your body. So at least 50 million of those got to be on your scalp. I mean, if you think about the whole body, 50 million, that's still a lot of dead skin cells, but it's just on your head. So that's what I was scraping off my face. Dead skin cells. We're constantly shedding. When you walk through a room and you see the light shining a certain way and then you see all that stuff, dust floating in the air, that is human dead skin cells. We're breathing them, we're walking through them, they're everywhere, they're in the air because we're constantly shedding, just like trees, just like animals. Okay. We're alive. Okay. That's how humanity works. So your body's constantly shedding, so your scalp. So now we got dead skin cells coming out your scalp. We've got oil coming out your scalp. We also have sweat coming out. Besides the fact that the hair is shedding, the hair sheds 50 to 100 strands a day anyway. So 50 to 100 strands a day. So we've got hair shedding, we've got dead skin cells, we got oil naturally coming out, and we have sweat coming out. We got 3 things coming out. You washed your hair 2 weeks ago. You put a whole bunch of oil on it. 2 weeks later, now the hair is itching. There's flakes, big visible flakes. Why do you think that is? Oh, it took me a while to come to it, but now it's just like, ooh, can't believe I ever was using that on people. Like I feel bad for my past when I was telling people it was okay even when I didn't believe that it was okay because I was scared to say, hey, stop using that. You're ruining my work. You're ruining my work. Putting all that all over my work. I done washed it real good, did all this work. 2 days later, you oiling your scalp. Why are you messing up my good work? Now your scalp is itching in 2 weeks when you could have went 4 to 6 before your own oil was thick enough that you needed to wash it. Because if you have a tight curl pattern, you got locks, you can go 4 to 6 weeks without washing your hair easy if you don't put nothing on your scalp. You put stuff on your scalp, now you can't go 4 to 6 weeks. You can go 2, maybe 3, depending on how thick the stuff is that you put on your scalp. But I digress. So I still can't, this stuff's still too hot. Oh, wait, let me see. No, play with it. It's gonna burn me. Okay, so we're not ready to finish my get ready. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. So let's watch this video that doesn't have me talking, so I'm gonna talk in the background. And I'm just gonna go over what I said, I don't know, 2 years ago. Oh, we'll see. I don't even know how old this video is. So we're gonna share screen one more again. Let's see where that video is. All right. So don't judge me because
At home, the home and holiday superstore.
I'm gonna have to watch a commercial on my own stuff. Like, are y'all babies? Let's go back to share the screen.
Every single.
Mm. All right, oil is bad for your hair. First of all, back. Back. This video is titled Just Say No to Oil and Hair Grease. Please say no. Just say no. It's nasty, y'all. I wasn't trying to say that. It took me a long time. Matter of fact, how long ago was it? Because even when I made this, I still was like, I ain't gonna tell them it's gross. Okay. This is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, when I was scared to talk on YouTube, I was telling y'all that oil is nasty. But I wasn't trying to say it in such a way to hurt nobody's feelings. But at this point, I need y'all to work with me here. Oil is bad for your hair, okay? Oil is bad for your hair. It's horrible. Oil is bad for your locks. Hair needs moisture. I don't know about that. I'm not really 100% on agreeing with that. I mean, I like the way it feels when I use moisturizing shampoo, but that's about it. Anyway, moisture equals water. When do you always get moisture when you wash your hair? 9 times out of 10, it needs to be washed. Anyway, water and oil do not mix at all. Try it. That's why I put the little experiment cup. Try it in a cup. See if you can get them to mix. Oil seals in moisture is a lie. Look at Pinocchio. I don't know why they tell us that, but the truth is, let me stop this for a second. Oil gonna seal moisture in. To where? Where is it sealing moisture into? Each individual hair strand doesn't have an inward place. There's an outer shaft with a cuticle layer, but there is no inward place that moisture can stay in. If you put water on your hair, and I'm gonna tell you, listen, try it. If you don't believe me, try it. You don't even have to try it on your hair. If you got some weave or something laying around, try it because you can use it on a towel. You can try it on anything. That's something I like to say when people ask me about moisture because they're like, how do I moisturize my hair then? I'm like, don't use oil. How do I moisturize my hair then? And I say, how do you moisturize a towel? If you wanted a towel to be moist, what would you do? Would you cover it in grease? Because I don't think you would. If you want moisture, you need water. You can't get it from oil anyway. But anyway, um, if you put oil all over your hair and then you try to put water on it, the water's just gonna beat up and roll off. If you put water all over your hair and then you try to put oil on it, you're gonna struggle to get the oil to stay on anything because it can't go through the water. So what it can do if you use enough of it is it can displace the water and it can push the water away from your hair and then the oil will be present. But that's not it doesn't seal it in. It blocks it. So if you put water on your hair, let's see your hair is wet and clean. Because I did an experiment one time. I did an experiment. Let me go back to my face for a minute. I did an experiment with my own hair one time because I wanted to know just if I was right because I knew it with my clients, but I had never really used oil in my hair since I was a kid and my grandma was doing it. And so I just wanted to see if I was just feeling this way about locks, if it was true about all hair, like what's the case with this? And I liked Blue Magic back in the day. My grandma used to use Blue Magic. I liked the way it smelled. I was like, I'm nostalgic. I'm gonna go get me some Blue Magic. I want to check this thing out, see if I'm right. Before I made this video, I checked on my hair. I don't. I didn't have locks at the time. Do I have locks now? It's hard to say. But I didn't have locks at the time, and so I normally I would get in the shower. I would wet my hair every day. I would wet it because my hair is Afro hair. It's the curl is a little bit looser, but it shrinks like crazy. So I wet it in the morning in the shower. I throw conditioner on it, like a really cheap, like Pantene or Suave or some cheap conditioner, and I'll put that on there as a styling aid. Oh, Dad, you're gonna have to text me because I ain't even available. So I would put the um I would put the cheap conditioner on my hair while it was wet in the shower, squeeze out all the water, put cheap conditioner all over it, and then when I get out the shower, I take like some gel, like brown gel, or I like olive oil, the olive oil gel. It's just the brown gel kind. But anyway, and just put that on like the outside, and then like I couldn't touch my hair. Like I would not touch my hair for the rest of the day because if I touched it, then the conditioner, because once it dries, if you touch it, it just turns into dust. Like it's funny when you put conditioner on locks, as soon as you dry them, they look real dusty. That's why I started using it because they look real dusty because conditioner, when it dries, it just looks dusty. It's not supposed to be there, but you can't rinse it out. So anyway, I wouldn't touch my hair because if I touch it, then my hands would just flake away the dust and then my hair would just turn into afro in whatever spot that I touch. So I wouldn't touch it. So I would just wear it down. But when I would put my conditioner all over my hair, I could just run my fingers through my hair. If I rinse the conditioner out from my hair, when I was like, if I was going to straighten my hair, I would blow dry it and I would just run my fingers through my hair while I was blow drying it. I never really used the comb attachment because I would just use my hands to blow dry it, because my hands can go right through my hair. As long as my ends aren't bad and my hair is healthy, I can just run my fingers through it. Even though it's afro-y while it's wet, I can just run my fingers through it. And so I would run my fingers through it with the conditioner on. I put the gel on, run my fingers through it a little bit, and then I wouldn't touch it for the rest of the day. Um, and so I was like, well, let me just try to wear my hair how I normally wear it. But instead of wearing it with conditioner and gel, I'm going to just wear Blue Magic with it, right? It was not, it was not awesome. I'm gonna have to, yes, Dad. Oh shoot, my phone don't even work, and I gotta put you on speaker. Everybody on YouTube gonna hear what's up. I'm on YouTube live. I thought you would have got the notification. Yeah, so I gotta. Yeah, then you can help me with that SD card thing later because I'm telling you, this hole is too little. You can't fit no SD card in here. I know, but I don't got that, and the camera won't take that. Remember, we'll talk about it later. All right, bye. Where was I? So I tried it with Blue Magic instead. So I wet my hair like I always do. Actually, I'm pretty sure I washed it because I wanted to make sure that it was clean. I didn't want it to have adverse reactions to the conditioner, which I usually rinse the conditioner and the gel out every day, but then I will wash it weekly or every other week, depending on if it was itching or not, because itching means dirty. So that's when you wash it. So anyway, I put Blue Magic. I wet my hair. I washed it. I got out the shower. I had wrung it out like usual. I can run my fingers through it. Before I put the Blue Magic in, I was running my fingers right through my hair. Then I go through in the back and I just start parting it, and putting Blue Magic on my scalp. And then I rubbed some in my hands like this, and I did like this, like I always do. Now, number one, my hair dried faster than it's ever dried ever before in life. Like normally, I put that conditioner on and that gel, and my hair stays pretty much wet almost all day. And it's funny because the conditioner and the gel don't really make my curls stay loose. They just make my hair, it makes my hair stay wet for a really long time. And so I am, like I say, people aren't walking around with wet hair, but when I wear my hair like that, I am walking around with wet hair because you can't see that it's wet because it's not dripping or anything, but I can feel that it's wet. That's why I don't wear it like that in the wintertime because it's too cold and my hair be wet pretty much all day. But usually by the time I get off work, my hair is dry, but it's like it shrinks back up. So it's not like the conditioner and the gel really hold my curls all day. They hold it wet all day. And you know how it looks when it's wet, when you got curls and your hair is wet, it kind of, your curls look better. Afro hair looks better when it's wet. I agree. I understand because that's how I wear my hair every day and it just stays wet with the conditioner and the gel on it. But when I put the Blue Magic on it, it was dry within like an hour and then it was shrunk in like an hour. But the thing that I really want you to take note of is that I was running my fingers directly, putting my hands in my scalp and pulling out. My hair is healthy. My fingers run right through my hair, no problem, while it's wet. After I put the Blue Magic on and tried to run my fingers through my hair, it was like, it just kept getting stuck. Like I had to try to wiggle my fingers into my hair and then like try to pull them through and it was just stuck. And I was like, this is bad. This is not good for your hair. It's not, it can't be. Can't be. Can't be good for your hair if you can run your fingers through it and then once you put it in, now you can't. And so I was like, that makes sense because back when I used to do heat styles, when I used to flat iron and stuff, like certain people would ask me, like, this one lady was like, I saw your client at the library and her hair was beautiful. It was just blowing in the wind and she was just walking. And I love her hair. I need you to do me and my daughter's hair like that. And I'm like, fine, no problem, just a flat iron. They're calling it silk press these days and charging $200 for it. I should go back, but I don't want to. But um, she gonna say, but the only thing is I got scalp problems, so I need you to use this medicated shampoo. I need you to use a specific shampoo. And then after you use that shampoo, before you put any heat on it, I need you to oil my scalp with this special oil. And I said, I got bad news. Said the reason why her hair was blowing in the wind like that, and the reason why you loved her hair was because of how I did it. And if I do it the way that you're asking me to with this shampoo, which I don't know about. So I used shampoo specific for what I was doing. And so I needed a certain kind of shampoo to make sure that the hair was blowing in the wind like that. I needed a certain kind of conditioner to make sure the hair was blowing in the wind like that. And I definitely never, ever, ever put oil on my flat irons. I didn't use oil sheen. I didn't use heat protectant because a lot of them had oils in them. I didn't use anything. I just made sure that the hair was I used a good shampoo, a good conditioner, and I kept my flat irons as low as I could for that person's hair because at the lowest temperature. So anyway, I was like, I'm not going to be able to get you those same results. Like if I use your shampoo, I can't say for sure whether or not it'll work, but I can say for sure that if I oil your scalp before I put heat to it, first of all, it's going to burn you. Even if I don't put the oil on the hair, the scalp and the hair are right next to each other. Oil's going to get on the hair. And if oil gets on the hair and I heat that oil up, oil is it's kind of a viscous, a liquidy substance. So when I go to heat up that oil, all the oil is gonna heat up. So that whole area is gonna burn your scalp. Even if I don't burn your scalp, the oil is gonna burn your scalp. So, but your hair is not gonna move. Like if I flat iron with oil, it's not gonna move. That hair don't move. It's stiff. I wouldn't even put oil sheen on people's hair because it would make it stiff too fast. And we trying to get at least a couple weeks out of this movement before your scalp makes its own oil and it stops moving. Mine takes 4 days. That's why I don't wear my hair straight. So anyway, 4 days and it's greasy and nasty, and I have to do the whole thing over again. And all that heat is damaging. And I like, my hair to be healthy. So anyway, I told her that, and she did not bring herself or her daughter. She did not book an appointment, but at least she wasn't gonna have my work out here looking bad. You're not gonna tell nobody I did that stiff ass flat iron. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But I digress. She didn't come, so um, it was fine because I'm not about to put my flat iron. I don't do heat styles anymore. But at that time, put my flat iron on all that grease, then it's gonna be stuck on my flat iron, then it's gonna be transferring from clients. No, we're not doing none of that. See, she didn't come. So, but oil clumps your hair together. It makes it stick together. Now, if you think you're gonna use oil to make your locks lock, I mean, it'll kind of work because it's gonna clump the hair together. It's not gonna be actually locking though. Locking comes from the shedding. But anyway, let's go back to the video. Let's go. We're gonna get back into this video with no words. I mean, with no sound. Come on, mouse. Act like you got some sense. I lost my mouse. All right, there you go. All right, it blocks moisture. Okay, that's why my hair got dry so fast because oil blocks moisture. I'm about to have to do my eyebrows because stuff is not ready now. Oil causes hair to be dry by blocking moisture. It blocks water, therefore, it blocks moisture. This is the part about dirty. This is why it's dirty. Okay, this is why it's gross. Oil attracts dust, dirt, and lint. Okay, you ever seen somebody's locks that are super full of lint? They use oil, I guarantee it. If you feel like your hair gets dirty really fast, you use oil. I guarantee it because oil attracts dirt. And so when I wash one of my clients' hair that doesn't use oil, it's so easy to clean. It doesn't have any scents to it. It doesn't smell. It ends up taking on the smell of the shampoo and it just smells good and fresh. When somebody uses oil, you can smell the oil before you shampoo it, while you're shampooing it, and after because you can't really get it out. What you're getting out when you wash hair with oil, you might get out that top layer of oil, but you get all the dust, dirt, and lint that was sticking to it. Because remember when I was just saying how everywhere you walk through, there's dead skin cells floating? That dust that's always floating everywhere you go, That's going to get stuck to you when you have oil on your hair. If you don't have oil in your hair, it doesn't get stuck to you. You still go through and get dust. You know, you're collecting dust as you're walking through, but you're not collecting nearly as much as people whose hair is sticky because oil is not moisture. It is sticky. It attracts dust, dirt, and lint, and it's nasty because the people who use it, they have the dirtiest hair. When you wash hair that's got oil in it, you can see the oil in the drain, but it's always so much brown. It's so Most of my clients, because my clients listen to me, they don't have that. It's whenever I see somebody new that I'm not starting their locks, it's just brown gunk in the drain. Like all the shampoo is brown and it's just so much more dirt than I'm used to seeing. And that's nasty to me. So oil makes locks stiff, excessively dry, and heavy because it gets stuck in there. So you know how when your locks are wet and they feel heavier than they feel when once they're dry? When you put oil in it, it's like putting water in it and having it and walking around with it. It's like if you fill them up with oil, like it's so heavy. The locks are stiff. If you've ever seen those Insta locks that they do to make lock extensions, those Insta locks, they're like really, really stiff. And so like they don't look like real locks because you can see that they're really stiff and they kind of stick out. They don't have any kind of they don't hang. They just stick out from your head. It's kind of what locks look like when they're full of oil, just stiff and heavy and hard. They're hard and they're like they scratch, they're kind of scratchy. Locks should be light, fluffy, and soft. And these are facts. Why is your hair so stiff and hard? Oil is bad for your scalp too. And this is where we get into what's nasty, okay? Because we talked about it. Your scalp makes its own oil. It's called sebum. Look it up. Sebum struggles to travel down coily hair and tends to build up at the scalp. So if you have any kind of curl pattern, the oil is not going to travel. It's just going to sit at your scalp. Your scalp sheds dead skin cells daily. 500 million in your whole body. The dead skin flakes should be invisible like the shedding of skin cells. Notice you don't see your skin cells shedding all the time. Oiling your scalp makes sebum and skin cells build up at your scalp. They build up. And so now you've got visible flakes, very visible, because now those tiny microscopic flakes use the oil to clump each other together. So now you got big visible flakes. If your scalp itches, it is likely dirty. Okay. If you aren't ready to shampoo it, remove dead skin cells and sebum with either your nails or a damp cloth. Don't add more oil to it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to microwave this stuff again. Hold on. Oh, we're not watching this. Get out of here. All right, we're done with this. We're done with that. And this one, I can't even get monetized for this one, so get out of here. I think that music must be belong to somebody else. Now I'm about to give this stuff 30 more seconds because it just started getting too hard and I need to do my eyebrows. Can y'all see them hairs? Anyway, I got a couple more things to do to get ready. I think we've discussed oil. I hope like we don't have to agree to disagree. If you want to use oil, it's nasty, but you go right ahead. It's sitting on your scalp, mixing with dead skin cells, and making flakes visible. You can always tell who uses oil. Like when people are at the shampoo bowl and they're new to me, so I haven't had a chance to indoctrinate them with the good stuff. Um, I can always tell if they use oil. I don't have to touch it or wash it to tell because when somebody uses oil, their hair is stiff, heavy, and hard, and there's flakes all over their scalp. It never fails. It never, ever fails. So give it a try, at least, before you tell me I'm wrong. Give it a try because what do you have to lose besides keeping some of your money in your pocket because you've been spending it on something you don't even need? Let me get this out. I hope this is ready because I don't want to. All right, should be good enough. Let's see. Okay, it's hot again. Only did 30 seconds this time. It's crazy. It must have been still good up under there. But I had got this wax because I got tired of buying wax strips and stuff, and this is like you could just put it on there and then rip it off. And that's good for me because I don't really want it. I didn't want to keep buying those wax strips all the time. It's just inflation and just a waste of stuff. I was like, hey, I know by now they got some wax you can just rip off. I seen the estheticians doing it on the Brazilians. So I know it exists. So I'm gonna need to get some of that. And it works pretty good. And it's great because my last wax warmer that I had, like the professional kind, I don't know, I was traveling or moving. I was probably moving. And then so the wax is supposed to be hard when it dries. Like when it's not hot, it's supposed to be hard. But for whatever reason, while I was moving, it wasn't right side up and it spilled all over inside the heater and everything. And I wasn't finna clean all that. So I just threw it away and was like, I guess I'll just shave. And so I've been shaving my eyebrows for a while. And it was like, I hate the way that they grow in. I'd rather just wax it every other week myself. So I had to get wax again. But I was like, please, Lord, don't make me have to buy a whole nother wax pot. I just don't want to be bothered with all that. So yes, I have a microwave under here to warm this wax up with. Cause anyway, it's still too hot. But did I explain well enough why oil is gross gusting? Let me see. All right. I got some comments. My sis complimented me on my fluffy locks, and she was like, "What oil do you use?" I was like, "Girl, I don't use oils. Let me tell you." Okay, exactly. Because if you did, she wouldn't be complimenting you on like fluffy locks because they wouldn't be like fluffy. They'll be stiff, heavy, and hard. All right, so come on. All that. It was ready to, y'all. It was ready. I should have just paused it and went forth. But yeah, it, it's it's nasty to have a dirty scalp because when your scalp is covered in the oil that it makes on its own. So let's say you don't put anything on it once you wash it. You wash it, you retwist it with something light, and it still feels clean for a couple weeks, and then say 4 weeks goes by. You get to 4 weeks and it starts to itch. Okay, we've been taught once it's itchy, it's dry, and so now it's dry, right? So we've been taught when it's dry, you put oil on it, right? So you put oil on it. You just put oil on 4 weeks of oil that your scalp already made, sweat that your scalp's been making for 4 weeks, and also like millions of dead skin cells, like millions of dead skin cells are now, not only are they trapped with your own oil and itching you up a storm, but now you've added something else to it that's just gonna, I mean, I don't know how we went by so long believing that because it's just like we don't even have any kind of evidence, like no evidence that it's helpful at all. Like the majority of the people that I know that live by oil do not have long hair, and it's not by choice. Like I don't have long hair all the time. I don't like long hair, really, but it's not by choice. My hair, I like to keep my hair short because I just don't have time to be worried about my hair after I'm worried about so many other people's hair all the time. But like most of the people that I know that use oil would like to have long hair. They believe that if they keep using that oil, they're going to get long hair. And the truth is, even if it's not locked and your hair is loose and you're not even trying to go natural or any of that, oil clumps your hair together. It makes it stiff. It makes it hard. It makes it block moisture. Regardless of how you're wearing it, it blocks moisture. And so, I mean, the only thing that it would be good for is if you like live somewhere super humid and you don't want your hair to get any moisture from the air. But why wouldn't you like, especially like if you do have locks, moisture in the air is great for locks. But if you don't, and you're, you know, some of those uh, mixed girlies that have the curls that hang, they might can use the oil because I know that those girls get super frizzy in humid conditions. So I know it's still going to be hard to wash that oil out at the end of the day. It's still going to be hard to get it out. But the only thing I could think of that it would be a good time to block moisture, like when do you want to block moisture? Why would you want to use something that blocks it and also contributes to your hair not being clean, your scalp not being clean? Itchy is dirty, and we need to reprogram. Itchy is dirty. Itchy is not dry. Itchy is dirty. All right. And oily and greasy is nasty. Sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's really gross. It's really gross. And y'all deserve better, honestly. It's like, y'all ever heard the the history? I don't know if it's true. I didn't do my own research, but I heard that back in the ancient times, uh curly haired, tight curly afro haired people caught straighter haired people. Okay, trying to say the right things to not get demonetized. They taught the straighter haired people how to clean, how to be clean, how to bathe, all that stuff. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. But when I think about us using oils, afro haired people using oils on their hair, it makes me think that we help them be clean and then they charge us to be dirty because that's what's happening. They're selling us this stuff. They're telling us, check this out. If you see a person that looks like, much darker than me usually, on a commercial talking about itchy scalp, they're selling oil. Always. They're selling some kind of oil. But if you see a person that looks much lighter than me talking about itchy scalp, itchy flaky scalp, what are they selling? I need you to pay attention. Pay attention to the word around you. What are they selling when when it's a person with straight hair complaining about itchy scalp? They're selling shampoo. See, they're selling them shampoo for itchy scalp, and they're selling us oil for itchy scalp. And it's not because our hair is so different. Oil makes their hair itchy, flaky, stiff, and hard, which is why they shampoo every day because our oil, when we make oil, it sits at the scalp because it can't travel down the coils. So it just sits on your scalp. When their hair makes oil, which it makes it much faster, something you might not know, if you went to hair school, you would learn, but uh, straight hair people have a perfectly round follicle. The hair comes out easily, the oil comes out easily. Curly, tight, curly, afro haired people have a flat follicle. Flat. The hair does not come out easily. The oil does not come out easily. It still comes out though. So when you have a perfectly round follicle, the hair comes out easily, the oil comes out free easily. And then since the hair is straight, the oil doesn't sit at the scalp. The oil just comes straight down. So these are people that wash their hair every day because it's stiff, heavy, hard, and itchy at the end of every day. At the end of every day, it's stiff, heavy, hard, and itchy from the oil that their own scalps. They don't put oil on it. They're itchy and stiff from the scalp, the oil that their scalp already made. So that's why they're washing every day. If yours doesn't make it so fast, afro hair doesn't make it so fast, and then it just sits at the scalp. So you don't even have to worry about getting your hair clean if it's itchy too soon. You can just clean your scalp off with a towel or with your fingers. Or I like to shake it out, just shake it out because it's dead skin cells. Usually you can just shake those out. Once the oil gets produced, then you have to kind of wipe it off with something if it's producing a lot. But it shouldn't even, if you're eating healthy and you're living healthy, it shouldn't even be making that much. 4 to 6 weeks is a normal amount of time to have to wash your hair. That's not too much. That's a normal amount. That's a good amount. And if you're not itchy for 4 to 6 weeks, good life, right? Good life, because now all you have to do is get it washed and retwisted every 4 to 6 weeks. You don't have to worry about it. But if you're making itchy out, making oil sooner than that, then of course you do. Have to wash it sooner. But yeah, pay attention to the commercials because the commercials will tell you the truth. See, you're making oil, they're making oil. You're making dead skin cells, they're making dead skin cells. But why are they selling you oil when your hair is clearly dirty? Why? That's crazy. It's kind of psychotic. It's not 100% our fault that we bought into it. We bought into this consumer society and we believe what we see on commercials. But I implore you to stop believing everything you see on commercials because a lot of times they're just trying to sell you something, and majority of the time they're selling you something you do not need. And that's just facts. But my wax is ready, so let's wax these eyebrows. They're a little rough. But yeah, let's stop being nasty. I imagine, at some point when I start getting enough views, they'll start silencing me because it does not serve the industry for us to stop buying that stuff. It really doesn't. It would be better for them that make the oil and sell the oil if we kept using this useless fast product. But until they silence me, I'm gonna have to let y'all know that we don't need it. It is actually because it clumps together and makes your hair stick together. I'm pretty sure it is the reason why so many of us have a hard time getting our hair long. Because if you wash your hair and then you oil your scalp and then you try to comb through it so you can braid it or style it or whatever, it's going to be harder to comb than it was if it would have just been loose and clean. If it would have just been loose, clean afro, it would have been easier to comb than after you put oil on it. Because now when you put oil on it and you try to comb it, and this is for non-locked people because once you lock it, you don't have to worry about trying to get a comb through it. But um, yeah, if you wash it and then oil it and try to comb it, it's just gonna clump together. So of course, every time you comb it, it's gonna be breaking. They'll be breaking. Combs are already a problem all by themselves. They don't need no help. That's why I don't use them. Should try it. But yeah, I don't be putting this stuff on right. I'm pretty sure because I read it and it said that I'm supposed to put it on against the direction of the hair, but that goes against everything I've ever been taught about wax. So I don't know why they put that on there, but sometimes it don't be getting all the hairs, but it don't get enough. And I'm gonna probably be in pain. So, but yeah, I like this because I can just put it on and then take it off. All right, I gotta get enough so I can grab it. Y'all don't want to see that. Don't ask me to see that. That's gross. Okay, that look better. Ooh, man. Ooh, what I buy? I didn't buy nothing. Somebody posted. Let me, I don't know. My bank card just got you. Oh, yeah, that was me. That was me. I was Christmas shopping this morning. I spent too much money. Okay. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I think I'm going to get my sister and my niece something this year. Sisters, nieces, something. That's what I meant. But, I need to, do these eyebrows okay? Please don't drip on me. It drips so fast. Oh my God. Oh, oh. That's why I gotta make sure it's the right temperature because if it's the wrong temperature, it'd be too hot and too loose. And then it takes forever to dry. All right, that should be good. I got a little bit too close to my eye right there. That's gonna hurt. Get that off of there. But I don't need that. That's gonna hurt. That's kind of why I like this stuff. It's easier. All right. Ow. That hurt a little bit. It ain't no hair right there, so it's gonna hurt. Oh shoot. I gotta come out of there too. Went too high up there. So we're going. Ow. Rude. All right, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just damn from last time. I probably should have let that grow. I guess I'm gonna have to draw that bad boy in. It was looking so thick though. Like, look at this. Why is this piece down here? That's gonna be hard to get rid of, but I don't like it. So I want to get rid of it. Maybe I just do that piece by itself first. So I don't make such a big mess. All right. I ain't getting none on me. I'm doing good, y'all. But yeah, we gonna get it together before they silence me. I hopefully everybody can get this get this down and understand it before they silence me. Because when y'all stop buying oil in mass, it's gonna be a problem. Watch. Oh snap! I almost tripped over. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem when the oil companies stop. You know what's funny to me is that Ingredients: mineral oil, petroleum jelly. That's usually the base of the oils that we use. Mineral oil and petroleum. And like, that's how they get, that's like the byproduct of gasoline. It's literally when you when they're drilling oil out of the earth to use for gas, to use for fuel for cars and whatnot, heating up houses and stuff. Oh, I ain't got no eyebrow. God dang. I knew that was gonna happen because it's just too much like right for it to actually eyebrow building eyebrow building fibers. I'm just gonna have to put that on there and just pretend like I got an eyebrow right there for today. It'll grow back tomorrow. Don't you worry. Where's my little brush thingy at? Um, what was I saying about talking about them oils being shoot? That didn't work. I'm gonna have to draw it. I don't got no pencils. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Oh, that ain't it. No, that thing is gone. I was looking for that, but the thing is gone. I done shaved off my eyebrow. I ain't got no eyebrow right there. Look at this. It's terrible. It just my eyebrow don't make sense on this side. My sister's is worse than mine, so I'll be trying not to complain, but it's kind of stupid. Stupid eyebrow. Oh shoot, I gotta get this other one off before it gets stuck. It hurts if you leave it on too long now. It hurt real bad. I'm already sensitive, but pray for me. All right, that's better. Oh, I got that piece off. See, now this one looks fine, so whatever. I did the unibrow first. Okay, we get there. It's just. Oh, all right, so now we're gonna do some lashes because I can be cute. We're gonna do some lashes. That's pretty much all I gotta do. My lashes and then change take my hair, hat gear off, throw some earrings on. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oil, the oil that we use, the mineral oil. I'm not talking about olive oil, even though you shouldn't use olive oil. Number one for why you shouldn't use olive oil is because it has an expiration date. It's gonna be in your hair past that because it's hard to get it out. So what are you gonna do when it expires? There's a girl in my hometown who does locks, and she makes her own lock product. I do as well, so I try not to judge. But when she sells it to people, she tells them to keep it in the refrigerator. That makes me think it's gonna go bad. And if it needs to be in the refrigerator because it's gonna go bad, if you put it in your hair, what's gonna happen when you put it in your hair? You can't put your head in the refrigerator. So what's gonna happen to your hair? Is it gonna go bad? I knew one girl used honey on her hair, and you know what happens with honey when it goes bad? It gets stiff and hard. These locks were so hard and stiff. I was like, girl, what's on your hair? She was like, oh, I put some honey on it. I was like, when did you do that? She's talking about the last time you retwisted it. Oh, Jesus. Why would you do that? Why are you messing up my good work? Why would you be messing up my good work? But yeah, people be putting all kind of stuff in their hair. But petroleum and mineral oil, like the main ingredient in Blue Magic and bergamot and you know, hair food and what is that other stuff called? They got so much stuff, Frenchies and so much different stuff. Um, that's a byproduct of gasoline. Like when they drill that oil out of the ground, they separate the gasoline for the cars, and then they're left with what they call petroleum jelly or mineral oil. And then they make stuff, they put scents in it and other chemicals in it, and they say, use this if your scalp is itchy because it's dry, as if oil could even fix dryness. Petroleum jelly, mineral oil, olive oil, coconut oil cannot fix dryness because they're not water. They can only make your hair sticky, stiff, heavy, and hard, and attract dirt so that it's dirtier than it ever would be otherwise, like super dirty. Um, Lashes. So yeah, we're using trash. Essentially, if they weren't able to convince us to buy it, it would it would be trash. They would throw it away. If they weren't able to say, hey, black people, we got this oil. It smells so good. You know your hair be itchy. That means it's dry. Put this on it. If they couldn't convince us of that, wait a minute. Now this eyebrow look darker than this one, even though this one is fine. And it don't look like that in person. It just look like that on camera. But we don't fix it because ain't nobody got to be walking around looking like that. So I guess now I'm gonna have to do both of these for a couple of days. They'll grow back though. Oh, and don't be judging me because I'm just now getting ready. I'm just now getting ready because I've been chilling today and I had to work or nothing. It's lit. I was semi-retired, but I'm back to work now. I'm not supposed to be off today. I'm just off somehow. Don't be jealous. All right, now that looks better. All right, so we're gonna go with the crazy lashes because what are they off? I don't need to see. So this stuff. This stuff. Okay. So yeah, they've been convincing us to use stuff that they would throw away otherwise. There is no use for it. It has no value except for, you can put petroleum jelly on your face if you finna fight. Guess that'll help. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't fight too much. I know. I'm not a fighter. All right. So we put this thing on here. This is glue. Because I don't know how to do makeup for real. That's why I say don't judge me, because this is the most as I'm gonna be able to do. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Okay. I'm gonna put on some lashes. All right. And then I'm gonna be done. I'll put on some lip gloss and some earrings and boom, I'm done. So we're gonna just throw that up there like that. I love this. Like I used to do individual lashes on my own self every day. And I don't mean like I did my whole lashes every day. I would like pick a weekend day and I would just do my whole lashes. And then every couple of days I would just have to fill them in because they're constantly like shedding and whatnot. And so every morning I would just come in and fill in the gaps. But it was just like exhausting. And now like I barely have any lashes at all because of those. So I'm not doing that anymore. And it's really time we stop doing stuff that's not working. Like, I mean, it might work temporarily, but if it's pulling out your lashes, if it's pulling out your edges, stop doing it. Like it's so sad how many people, like young women, are not gonna have any edges when they get to my age because of them wigs. It is so sad because them things are snatching edges, baby. And I seen them doing it. And I heard that it's bad. I heard it's an epidemic out here. I don't ever get to see the girls without they wigs, so I don't know. But because I don't do wigs, but I know that the people that do wigs know that they clients ain't got no edges. And I wouldn't be okay with that. As a stylist, that would make me, I don't mind making you look good. I want you to look good, but if it takes, in order for me to get you to look good, I have to ruin your natural. I'm not with that. So that's why I stopped using those individual lashes because one day I took all of them out and I didn't have no real ones at all. And I know they was always short, but now I don't really have none. And I ain't got no edges either for the same damn reason. Well, no, not the same reason because I didn't never do wigs very much, but I did tight ass ponytails and make your eyes look like that. I definitely did those every day for my entire life. Ooh, these are cute. I should do these more often. Wait a minute, your hair is not blonde. Hey, Kia, the dark hair is beautiful on you. When did you change it? I tried lashes before, but I could not get used to them. They complement your eye shape very well. Thank you, Kia. I love you. Yeah, you're gonna find out about this hair, okay? I straightened my hair. I straightened my hair a week ago, maybe not 2 weeks. It's been only about a week. And I straightened it just trying to see how healthy, because, when it was in this natural state, I still was able to run my fingers through it once I put my cheap conditioner on. I'm still doing that, by the way. And so I put my cheap conditioner on and I was still running my fingers through it. So I'm like, okay, well, my hair might still be in a good state because I'm trying to see if this blonde is really damaging my hair like it's supposed to. And sure enough, when I straightened it, it was like Barbie doll hair. Like it was horrible. So I had to make some adjustments to my hair. And right now, my scalp I was trying to put me some more extensions, some more my lock extension. Actually, I was just doing some two-strand twists, but my scalp was so tender. I was so tender-headed from wearing it straight because I wore my hair straight for 4 days and just wrapping it up. Girl, you know I'm tender-headed. So just wrapping it up the left side because I wrap it this way and then I put my thing on and I spin it around and then just this side every time I comb it back down it was just on fire. It hurts so bad. I'm just way too tender-headed for hair. So I'm doing something else. I'm doing something else with my hair because I don't have time. So I've decided that I'm going to do if I'm going to keep bleaching, I'm going to have to do less. So I think that that lock extension hair was messing up my hair too. So I said all that to say my hair is not black. It's still blonde under it's still blonde, and I'm contemplating whether I'm going to keep bleaching it, if I'm going to grow it, or if I'm just going to keep it short and do what I'm about to start doing because I can't decide, and I just don't want my scalp to hurt. Like maybe when I forget about the pain, but right now the pain is fresh on my memory, and I'm tired of my scalp hurting. Because when I took those last locks out before I flat ironed it, my scalp was on fire. So I took those out. I let it rest for a couple of days. Then I did the flat iron, and it was cool until I started wrapping it. And then it started hurting over here. Then I started wrapping it the other way, and it started hurting over here. And I was just like, you know what? I can't do this no more. So, and then because it was fried like Barbie hair, I cut all the fried stuff off. So it's like I cut it into like a bob, and so it's like right here. It was really cute for one day. I ain't got time. I can't do it, Kia. I can't do it. Absolutely. And so lashes are done. Only thing I got left to do now is just my hair and my earrings, right? Wait, so I need some gloss. I need some gloss. I'm gonna do the earrings. And I wonder, it's 3 o'clock. Oh yeah, I gotta pick kids up from basketball practice here in a little bit. So I do have stuff to do today. So I guess I'll just be all right. So I'm finna when I do my hair reveal, I do not want no judgment. Okay. Don't judge me, okay? Because how would they know? Nobody's gonna know. How would they know? Nobody's gonna know. I'm gonna do my gloss before I finish my hair. So I only gotta do a little something. But I just want y'all to know that I don't want no judgments, okay? Because I have to do what I have to do. I'm very, very tender-headed and I cannot handle hair like that. I just can't. I cannot handle hair like that. And I did what I could for as long as I could, and it was just like that's what I meant when I said my hair's still blonde under here, Kia. I ain't got time. So I got some these are my Queen Latifah sugar bear braids. Okay. It's my go-to when my hair is hurting because I can leave those in for a little while and not have to worry about nothing. This is my new wig. Okay. So if you see me with different colors of hair, that's why, because I don't have no more blonde locks. I have to go get some, but I have a lot of these. And so this is how I was at work yesterday. Super cute. So and I'm ready to go. Listen. Oh, I gotta fix the back. Can't nobody see the we don't want nobody to see the back. We don't want nobody to see the back. This is y'all treat for watching me all the way to the end, okay? This is what you get. It's a gift to you. Because you watch to the end. I gotta put that up in the back. Put that over the top of those. And bam. And she's done and she's ready to go. Let me see the back. Let me see the back. Let me see the back. Why is this not? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes, period. Listen, baby. Ready to go. Thank you, Kia. Yeah, that's the back. Okay, so the back is good. Can we see it? Shoot, I have to go to the other camera. Make sure I can see the back. There's the back. Okay, I just have to make sure that the back is not showing that thing. And then we good. So now I can go pick up my kids from basketball practice and ain't nobody gonna be like, ooh, why she look like that? They might be like, why her hair color changed? Or who is that picking these kids up? Because they used to see me blonde too. And as soon as I make it to the hair store, which I guess I could have did that today. Okay, it's a little something under there. Okay. So yeah, that's what we doing. And we ready. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all guys on the next one. I gotta do one more thing before I go. I got to share the screen one more time because there's one more share. Look, I'm getting the hang of this. Zoom is not so bad. Yeah, but and however, it does remind me of the scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when they was in the hotel and the lady took her leg off and her butt off. I swear. Listen, I try not to be that girl. I try not to be that girl, Kia. But I ain't out here searching. I ain't listen. If a man looking at me, he shouldn't. Don't look at me. I don't even want to talk to you. So, and that's the only reason because the women they know what's up. The women know what's up. The men might have a problem with it, but I ain't talking to them anyway. I don't even like them like that. So they look, they still gonna bother me anyway. And I would be like, so all right, let me pull it. How do I get this up? Because I know what I want to share with y'all, but I don't know where it's at. I had it up and I lost it. Oh snap. How did I lose it? I'm ashamed. Oh, it was up in a video and I must have closed the videos. Okay, well, that's fine. I know how to get it back. It's back. And I just want to thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Deuces. Now I'm doing it wrong. See, I was doing so good. Bye, y'all. I'm gonna figure this out one day, but y'all understand. I'll catch y'all later.